my name is Katelyn Lesk, and I have been a coach for over 7 years now, and a full-time coach for about 5.5 years. So I'm going to give you a little rundown of how I got into coaching in the first place, how I became a full-time coach, and why you don't need to be an expert to do what we do as coaches. So when I got into Beachbody in the first place, not even coaching, just as a customer, I was traveling all the time for my old job. I belonged to a gym, but I was just having trouble making it to the gym. And when I was actually making it to the gym, I didn't feel challenged. I felt like I was doing the same things over and over. I knew I wanted to work on strength training. I didn't even know where to start. I felt uncomfortable in some of the heavier weightlifting sections of the gym. So I decided to take a break from my gym and start doing these at-home workout programs that I knew would challenge me a little more, or at least I hoped they would, and they did. And also just give me something that I could do when I had to be traveling. So it didn't matter if I was in a hotel room, if I had a hotel gym, or if I was at home at my apartment. And so I just fell in love with the program itself. I started with Chalene Extreme, which was a strength training program. But I also fell in love with the format of using these online groups to connect with other people that were doing the programs. So my coach had put me into a Facebook group with about 7 other women that were all doing Chalene Extreme. So it just turned into this fun encouragement group where we could share our struggles, we could joke about the workouts or the people on the workout videos, and just share in each other's successes as well. So I just really connected to that. I loved it. And when my coach asked me if I had ever considered being a coach, I was just so excited because I had no idea that normal people could do this. I thought you needed to be certified. I thought you needed to have some sort of fitness or nutrition background, but as it turns out, that is not the case. So the way Beachbody structures things is because the workout programs and the nutrition programs are created by a whole bunch of experts behind the scenes. Those are meant to be the experts that we're pointing our customers towards. So our only job as coaches is to help a potential customer pick out a program that might be a good fit for them and just encourage them along the way. So when my coach asked me if I considered coaching and I found out that I didn't need to be an expert and it was just something I could do in my spare time, I was so excited about it because I wanted to be able to give the same good experience and benefits that I got as a customer using these programs and these Facebook groups. I wanted to be able to give that to other people because I knew, even just from my gym experience, there was a lot of people that couldn't make it to the gym or had kids at home, and it was just hard for them to get to the gym in the first place, but also have the social support to encourage them along the way. So when I still belonged to my gym, I had an email thread with 3 other women that went to my gym, and we would just encourage each other and say, hey, are you going to kickboxing class tonight? Or hey, does anyone want to meet up at this time? Or hey, I'm at the office and somebody brought a whole bunch of desserts into the break room and I'm trying to avoid those. Give me some encouragement. So these were the kind of emails we were sending back and forth just with friends at our gym. So when I became a coach, I really felt like it was the same thing I was doing, but now I was getting commissions and payback for that. And I was able to encourage more people because I now had the passion and the interest and the capacity to be able to be posting about it and sharing that with more people and get more people involved. So I just fell in love with the format of coaching. I loved that my energy did not have to go towards learning a whole bunch of things about exercise and nutrition, but I could just be there for people and encourage people. So that's the cool thing about coaching, is that as a coach, you are really just trying to work on your own fitness and nutrition. We're not expected to be perfect by any stretch of the imagination. I am not. I regularly share with my customers when I get off track, if my eating gets a little off track, and what I'm doing to get back on track. So we're really just bringing people along by the hand and saying, hey, I've been there. I get it. I deal with this too. We're going to do this together. So that's just, to me, why I think coaching is such an amazing opportunity, because we're just getting to be everyday kind of people, but be able to help people in a way that people really need. A lot of times I've found that people don't even want an expert. They don't want somebody whose nutrition is perfect and they work out every single day. They want somebody that's real, that's relatable, that gets it, that gets that life gets in the way. And they want that person to just be able to say like, hey, hang in there. You're going to get back on track. We're going to do it together. So long story short, and I'd be happy to go into this in more details if you want to message me or comment below, but I started coaching back in August of 2012. And like I said, I just got into it because I loved it. I wanted to share it with other people. But around the same time, I got news that the startup company that I was an engineer for might be closing within the next year or year and a half. So I really just took it as a sign that I was going to pour myself into this, and if nothing else, if I lost my job, it might be able to bridge the gap before finding another job. And I just coached in the 5-minute pockets of time that I didn't even realize I had. And Alicia's gonna go into more detail about this in her video where she talks about how we share on social media and how to utilize social media to get the word out about what you're doing. But those 5-minute pockets of time were times when I was at my old job where if I just needed to take a break for a second, I would normally go online and check the news or just go, wander around the hall to get up and stretch. In those moments, I would send a quick message or I would make a quick post. And I did it a lot in the evenings too. Not a ton of time in the evening, but like I said, just these little pockets of time that I didn't know I had. So I really built it up. I mean, it was a lot of work. It is not a quick start business. It definitely takes the time and work invested in it and a mindset of the long haul because it is a very slow start. But then it just grew and grew from there. So I lost my engineering job in May of 2014, and that's when I transitioned to coaching full time. And I still can't believe this is my day-to-day and I get to work from home or work from wherever and make my own hours, and that my job is truly just to encourage people because that is my favorite thing in the world to do. And it also keeps me accountable to my health and fitness goals because I don't want to tell people to do something that I'm not willing to do myself. So I feel like my clients are basically teammates. I feel less like I have this client coach relationship and more just like, hey, we're all in this together. We're going to do this together. They inspire me as much, if not more, than I inspire them. So it's just been such an incredible journey that I still have to pinch myself about. And I just love every second of it just as much as the day I started. But again, I just love that we don't have to be experts. So if that is a misconception you have, get rid of it because we are just meant to be normal people helping and encouraging normal people. And all of the tools to do that are provided for us. And Alicia's going to talk more about the different trainings we have, even amongst our teams, for just using social media and different things like that to promote what you're doing. But the real tools are also the workout programs and the nutrition programs, and our corporate Beachbody as a corporate headquarters comes up with different trainings and all kinds of things to familiarize yourself with the products, but there's not even requirements on what we need to promote or not promote. So if you just love 21-Day Fix or a specific program and that's what you want to be sharing about and that's what you want to get people on board with, that is a-okay. If you don't want to be promoting the fitness programs at all, but you love Shakeology or you love one of the nutrition plans, that's a-okay too. There's a whole wide range of what you can do as a coach, and it can be as small and as little time consuming as you want, up to something where you're working to make it into a thriving side business or potentially even a full-time career. And we can help you with all of that. But if you have any questions, please let me know. I'm looking forward to hearing from Alicia next, and I hope you all have a great day. Thanks for tuning in.